What's good, family? Brethren. I want to talk about simps and my hatred for simping. And I'm going to just roll free-spirited here. And I'm going to read a scripture here. This is in 2nd Ezra 16. It says, the virgins shall mourn. Mourn meaning cry, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, meaning cry and lament, having no husbands. So the virgins, the women, their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Anyway, we're going to get to the bottom of this. See, simps are the helpers of women. And we're just going to keep reading real quick. Simps are the helpers of women. Why are these women proud? And so 34, in the wars, which is a time a time of war right now, war with Iran, your peace president, war with Iran, war with Yemen, war funding the European Jewish people to murder the Palestinian people and commit genocide. War, funding a war with Russia. This is your peace president, though. So in the wars, and then soon to be civil war here in America, when they cut off, I was talking to this dude a few minutes ago about, he was like, when they cut off the food stamps and all that from the needy people, see, scriptures say don't oppress the poor. And so when they do that, then you're going to have civil uprising. In the wars, which is time that we're in right now, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. The bridegrooms, a lot of people ain't getting married nowadays, but this would still, man, basically they dudes, they boyfriends, they simps. All they do is they got to come to their rescue to help them out in their life. You know what I mean? They friend zone dudes. As well as they brothers, well, no, I'm talking about bridegrooms. Their bridegroom shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. They're gonna die because there ain't gonna be nothing to eat out here after a while. So when we read, it says the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn. Now they ain't mourning, they happy because they happy little hoes and harlots because they got. I seen this chick, she had a spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet or whatever, and she divided her simps into, dudes in the friend zone. This dude got money. The other dude, he take her out on dinners. The other guy's an emotional tampon. The other dude, she actually like for sex. The other dude, he there for her whenever she needs something fixed, like handiwork and stuff. And the chick had literally, I think she said over 100 dudes, bro, in her Rolodex and Excel spreadsheet. So that means that these women are at ease, bro. And I've been thinking about this whole simping thing. See, I was thinking about Isaiah 4 and 1. But see, Isaiah 4 comes after Isaiah 3. And in Isaiah 3 and 24, it says, in 25, it says, your men thy men shall fall by the sword. Their Pookies, Ray Rays, Nook Nooks, Don Quarions, brothers, cousins, and simps, and bitch made dudes that's going to be following after these hoes doing what they do now, but in a time of war, they go get smoked. These simps, these baby boys and these mama's boys. I was just thinking about like multiple situations, and we'll go through this. But these women, like, this is a matriarchy here in America. Women don't have to want for nothing. This chick, like, I went to the grocery store earlier today and I seen, I don't even see attractive black women out here like that. The majority, I know it's different for everywhere, but Michigan is known for having, bad looking women. But even the white women don't even really look good that much. If it is, it's some young chick that's underage wearing panties and shit. yoga panties. Like, damn. But mainly what I see that do look good be Hispanic chicks. Straight off of maybe come through Mexico or whatever. Still speaking Spanish or whatever. But they look the best. Out of all the black chicks that's around here, they always got some scarf on their head looking like stupid, you know. And they'll never hardly ever had a real hair. All these women primarily is hoard out, but the ones that look the best I hardly ever see chicks with any dresses or skirts ever. But the ones that look the best is the Latinas. They got their real hair, and usually they not fat unless they older or something like that. Then nevertheless, thy men shall die by the sword. So all her dudes, her helpers, her spreadsheet of dudes is going to die by the sword. Sword is meaning weapon of war. Today's sword is the gun and regular swords. And thy mighty men in the war. And her mighty dudes going to die in the war. You know, dudes that would be looked at as like tough dudes and all that. But when this stuff hit the fan, she go send these dudes out to go get this food, and these niggas gonna end up getting deleted. And her gates shall lament and what? Mourn. And she being desolate. See, right now her gates are happy. Her gates represent, you know, her, where she at, you know. Basically her gates, her establishment, her life is easy work, basically. But in that day, her gates shall lament and mourn. She gonna be crying, mourning, just like in Second Esdras. And she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. See, right now, these women is not desolate because Simps is upholding these bitches. It says, and it shall come to pass in 24 that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stank. That means these women gonna be stanking because they ain't gonna be able to take no showers. Bitches gonna be on the run. Some of these hoes are gonna be getting raped and ran through, and eaten and stuff. Stuff gonna be happening to these chicks. Not no running water. And you talking about how they look now and how they carry themselves now, all like lackluster and bringing no effort to the table. They don't really dress nice, feminine. They just jogging pants, yoga pants, throw on a t-shirt. Probably got other dudes semen dripping out of them. Yeah, it's stanking, bro. I got out of an Uber. Oh God, got out of an Uber one time after this one broad. It smelled like sperm in his mug. I'm like, dang, and funk. So I'm like, dang, bro. Like, I don't want to sell over there where this bitch was, you know. But these some real rank, funky chicks out here, bro. And instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. Well, imagine dudes running up on these chicks. Plus, when you include, if she ain't able, like you talking about the collapse, chicks ain't able to go to the doctor because literally it's war in the streets of America. Terrorist attacks. You understand? People invading one another because of what? Lack of food, famine. Ain't gonna be no more simping like that. Whole dude's gonna be like, nah, I gotta protect myself. Some of these simps gonna be up there trying to hunt these chicks for food. They gonna be, this chick, they gonna be wanting that booty for real to put it on a barbecue grill. Bro, this is some crazy times that's coming, bro. And these women who have hunted men will be hunted by men. You understand me? And all their helpers is gonna be gone because they're gonna be getting smoked. So her whole thing that props her up is simps, and I'm gonna get to that after this. And instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness. So instead of a chick having a good hair, baldness. And instead of a stomacher, ain't gonna be no weaves in that day to keep these broads deceiving niggas. You understand me? And cumbrella eyelashes deceiving dudes. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth and burning instead of beauty. You gonna see how these women actually look. I seen this chick, oh God. She took off a girdle. Oh God. Oh, man, my stomach hurt, man. She took off the girdle. Oh God. I don't even want to close my eyes and think. Anyways, let me keep my eyes open. She took off the girdle because I try to remember stuff. Sometimes I close my eyes to get the visual. I don't want the visual of this. But she was like, she took the girdle off. Oh God, I closed my eyes again. And she had, I was like, when she had the girdle on, it was like, dang, she thick. But when she took the girdle off, it was like single mother sag, bro. It was like sag, bro. It was gross, bro. And I was like, yo, bro, that's sickening, bro. But she got dudes, thirsting after her and stuff. Looking at, oh, wow, she got a big butt. But really, it'd be the girdle pulling up all that fat and but some of the chicks are built well and all that, but a lot of them be putting on deceptions. You know what I mean? Whether it's the makeup, whether it's the fake hair, yes, I mean, whether it's the panty girdles and stuff, whether it's the cumbrella eyelashes, whether it's the lip gloss, and it's all about deceiving dudes and sexually arousing you and putting you in it's witchcraft. Putting you in a spell, you know what I mean? Where you trying to figure out where's her eyes start, where does her hair starting in her fake hair? Is this real? You trying to, like, it's all deception. That's what witchcraft is, like magic. You know what I mean? Giving you the okie doke, where you trying to figure this out in eyeliner makeup to seduce you to focus on her eyes. Broad got, it's a form of witchcraft and control. So that was the scripture. I wanted to lay the groundwork, and I was thinking about multiple examples of simps. Man, let me see. I'm just thinking about the majority of men are simps in this feminist culture. They're raised to be simps before anything else. Most of us were in this simp mind state. Then we became, red pill or, IBM or whatever. Basically, you say red pill. And you start figuring out about these bras. My version of everybody said, oh, red pill. I mean, look, man, it's basically a metaphor for the truth. More specifically, the truth about female nature, in my opinion. So the truth about female nature, red pill is not dangerous. Red pill is dangerous it's dangerous to women who want to keep men in the dark about female nature. So, yeah, it's dangerous so far as her control over men. But it ain't, a man who's red pill is not even going, how is that dangerous? If he red pill, he realize, dang, I'm in a matriarchy. That's where I live. Everything primarily is against me. Simps are against me. Your woman primarily is going to probably pivot to some other dude. The system itself is legally against me. So I'm going to walk more gingerly and more carefully around these people. These are like you walking in there. Your mind is like open like the Matrix. You wake up. It's like you walking, you playing Super Mario Brothers, man, and all these enemies at you. You know what I mean? They're not friendly. They trying to take a nibble here, bring you down to the pit. Like you had them turtles walking around on the Super Mario Brothers. I was playing Mario 3. That's my joint. And I was playing Super Mario World. I got this video game stick. Man, they got a bunch of games on that mug, bro. I think I got this one from Amazon. Let me see. Yeah, I think I got this one from Amazon. Or I might have got it cheap off of Temu. I don't remember. I don't know how cheap it is now because of the tariffs. That's another thing your prayer said he was going to do is increase the improve the economy. Yeah, okay. Okay. And these tariffs gonna help. Okay. But so I'll be playing these video games on that video game stick. There's so many games, bro. It's like 1,000 games. Back when I grew up, like, Ninja Turtles and Street Fighter, the 2D version, but it's still like the stuff that was at the arcade. Or if you had a Neo Geo, but basically the arcade, like Final Fight, what I mean? They on this particular one, they ain't got Streets of Rage on that one, which I hate, man. I used to love playing Streets of Rage 2, bro. But anyways, I ain't like Streets of Rage 3 that much. But my point is that just as the Mario game, you be having these enemies that be trying to get at you and get you up out of there. It's kind of how you, when you take the red pill, you understand that you are in a matrix. You are in a matriarchal system in America. A woman can lie on you, get you caught up with charges. A woman, can do a lot of stuff. And then you start, what I started recently thinking, it just struck me like a bolt of lightning upstairs. I'm like, these women, simps are like one of the biggest problems. Simps are dangerous. And I thought about like, dang, all of the facets of life, of ease of life for these women is supported by simps. In other words, the reason these women are so comfortable in America, more specifically, is because we have a matriarchal system set up for men to serve women. This is an anti-male, male-hating culture that elevates bitches, and it's always a confrontation between the men and the women. It's like women having power over dudes. Once you understand that, it's like, wow. And I started, more specifically, stick with the thing, I'm thinking about like multiple examples. Let's go with these examples. One example, you got this, in my personal life, I had some old chick I used to kick it with, just kick it and drink a little bit of this and that. And I don't like going over there no more because now her nephew be over there. And he's a freaking simp because he wifed up a single mother. And so he's like, well, you don't never come around. Like, bro, I don't want to be over there, bro. I just, wave my hand, hey, how you doing? And keep it pushing. I'm not really, I did that a few times, sit over there, chill and with them. And I'm like, I'd rather chill with her, but I don't really even like her like that. But she done gave me money, she done done it, and then she helped the nigga out. So, and she chose me. So I was like, all right. But then when her brother started coming around and her nephew, I'm like, I don't want to be around these niggas. You know what I mean? Like, we're not cool. I don't even like you. I barely like her. But people be wanting your energy or whatever. But I'm like, I'm good, bro. So I haven't been over there in months. I hit her up just to say hi, but I'll keep my presence separated. Because before I even knew those dudes, I knew her. And the only reason I knew her because she was in my head. And that made my life easier. She helped me. So, I'm going to but I had to separate myself because I don't like being in an environment with simps. And so, simps don't like me, bro. I was thinking about something. I see where they try to kill the Apostle Paul. I see this more clearly now. Because those churches, you was dealing with simps in those churches, female worshipers in those churches. Just like what you got in America. If you speak against women, pastors and women teaching men and all that, you going to have a bunch of dudes that's going to be confrontational with you. But it said clearly in the scriptures that women are not to teach nor usurp authority over the man. It said clearly that the man was created first and the woman was created for the man. But the man was not created for the woman. So I see why they try to kill Apostle Paul. You got the same thing going on now with all these serving female, the dynamic of serving females and women being authoritative females. And I was in Corinth and European churches. The white men always want to have the woman in some power position. Hence what we got here in this society, bro. Their lives are easy because they have simps. And so I thought about this simp dude. All right, let's stay on point. But yeah, I said, he wasn't like no Joel Osteen preacher dude. And God just loves everybody. He was like, you hoes, y'all got to stop preaching and teaching. It is not right for you to be, y'all women need to shut up and not be in the teaching position. And then so now they try to have an anti-Paul, Apostle Paul doctrine that they try to invalidate. How you going to invalidate the Apostle Paul when the Apostle Peter co-signed and sent him out with blessings and stuff in 2 Peter? So so that's just all rebellion. You don't want to hear the word of the Most High. And in the book of Acts, was it book of Acts? Yeah, 9, I think. So the Apostle Paul is validated, bro. I mean, I don't care, but these women, what the Apostle Paul said was confrontational to feminism, because it was dealing with feminism in the church back in the day. Women wanting to be pastors, shut up and sit down. And if you learn anything, take your butt home and learn from your husband. You understand me? No wonder they tried to kill it. No wonder they killed the Messiah, Yahshua. Probably some simps. Hey, look. Let's go with an example, biblical example. Then we get back to this dude. But a biblical example, you had this dude simping. Let's give you some examples of simps. Herod, which was the white, like a king over a certain province. It was under Caesar, but Herod was having sex with his brother's wife. And then John the Baptist, who was a prophet, said it's not right for you to be having sex with your brother's wife. So, and the brother's still alive in that case. Like if he dead, then yeah, you can, but he ain't dead. So basically you smashing your brother's wife. Nigga, that's out of pocket. That's adultery, bro. So this dude got stirred up in his emotions and simped and listened to the woman, and then got the righteous man John the Baptist thrown in jail. Bitches be getting dudes caught up through simps. Through simps, man. Let's go to today's example. The young dude, Travis Hunter, just entered the league. Straight up simp, man. He been advised. Again, we all primarily, look, man, I think that you have to give mercy to people because of ignorance. When you're ignorant of something, you just don't know. You just simply don't know. But after you know, and you've been exposed to the truth, now you got to it's in your face. You got to make a decision to continue down the path of simping or acknowledge the truth and make the hard pivot. So with anything in life, such as the red pill, Travis Hunter, exceptional dude at football, but dudes don't pull him to the side and say, hey man, you don't wife that up, that's a whole type chick. She done showed massive disrespect. This nigga put the advice to the side, the wisdom to the side that he's been given, and decided to wife that hoe up. So, that's your ass. If something happened to you, it happened to you. You give him mercy like, hey, man, get this dude some time, man, and let somebody talk to him, put him to the side. So that's another example of a simp. Back to the other example. So if I'm sitting here with the other example previously I was talking about, I can't be hanging around simps because I don't like them and they don't like me. So I'm looking at it like, I don't like Jezebels, masculine women, and I don't like simps. And neither one of those like me. So you basically, in America, you got hoes and you got simps. And the simps are dangerous because they woman worshipers. And this dude always over there. I take a walk and this dude is always over there. It's like, damn, bro, like you don't got a life, bro? But then his life is being around bitches, man. I can't be around a dude who always around bitches, bro. You like, that's a telling sign, bro. You always got to be around a woman. If that kind of dude, he going to take on the mind state of the woman. Too much estrogen, too much talking. And what would it say? Don't keep a woman company with, because from the woman comes evil, comes wickedness. So if you keep company with women, it's not good, bro. Yeah, this your woman, you spend time on blah, 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 but you got to pivot, man. Get this broad out your face and do something else, then come back with her, spend time, and then do something else. So he always, I'm like, how you always over the chick house, bro? I'm like, he always over there. I don't want to be over there, bro. I don't even like this dude. I didn't really like him. And you could tell his spirit didn't really like me. Because I can just tell people like you, tell people don't like you. So I don't push upon people that don't like me. I only deal with people and women that do like me. You don't like me? Bye. I'm not trying to prove myself to you. So, but that's one example. But just the whole dynamic is that when I see it clearly now, you got a dude who cheat. The dude who know that he cheat on, he dealing with a female. He knows that dude, that female has a husband or a man. But he purposefully going getting with this chick, and he like hating on the dude. Like, let's say the chick is married. Her name is, Chelsea. Chelsea is married to a dude, right? So, but then you got the third dude who Chelsea gave the signal to, and so now they've been up here having sex. So now the new dude, the third wheel, he hate on a husband because she been sitting here gassing up the new dude, the side dude, gassing him up and telling him all the dirty little secrets and inadequacies, perceived inadequacies of her husband. So now, third dude is all gassed up. Let me see. The outlier dude, the adulterer, he's all gassed up. And so he got a lot of pride because the bitch been blowing his ego up as well as blowing his rod. So now, this is what I'm saying about a simp. And so now that whole situation, the husband is in danger because she has no respect for him. And for her to be laid up with another dude, that dude can get in his emotions and kill the husband. And the husband, you see what I mean? So that's what I mean by simping, bro. Dealing with somebody. So that's the first example. The Travis Hunter is an example. Will Smith is an example. These pieces of trash dudes hold up these bitches. Simps hold bitches up and empower bitches. What you see here is that when the stuff hit the fan, there's war here in America, and civil war and lack of food and all this, it's going to be these same simps going out to go serve they bitches, they mothers, they sisters, they aunties, they cousins, the bitches that they worship in their family and outside of their family. And women that whose funky booties they sniffing around trying to get a piece. And these same dudes is going to be out here going to provide for these bitches. Because that's what they do now, bro. They going to be doing what they do now, bro. But it's going to be at the end of a gun. And a lot of the other simps going to be out there at the end of a gun. They're going to waste each other to provide for bitches. And then that's why you're going to have a whole bunch of dead dudes, and it's going to be a whole bunch of lonely bitches. And then you got Isaiah 4:1. Then they're going to be like, what it say? We'll eat our own food. We got our own food. We got our own clothes. Just let me be called by your name. See, Isaiah 3 brings on Isaiah. He say, your men shall fall by the sword. They shall die by the gun or war. And your mighty strong dudes will die in the war. There's going to be a war here in America, very likely. Well, it says a war on the streets of Babylon because of lack of food. That's a civil war. That's famine, bro. You got it. I want it. You give it to me. I'm going to get it. Either you going to give it to me or I'm going to take it by force, but I will get it. And then the other dude said, no, well, you ain't going to get it. It's mine. And so now, they shoot and kill each other right now because of hoes. Think about it, bro. They shoot and kill each other now because of hoes. My sister, my cousin, my auntie, my baby mama, and all this bullshit. These niggas be killing each other now because of hoes. What you think they gonna do when there ain't no food out here and these same hoes gonna be triggering these simp niggas to go out here and go get it. And it just hit me, bro. Just simping, man. Simps is dangerous. Stepdaddies. Simps. Hanging around somebody else's kids, man. That's some simp shit. So now you gonna take on, and that's a whole nother web of simping. Because now, so it ain't just like the dude, the three people, Chelsea, Chelsea, I think her name, the husband and the side dude. Well, what happens when the side dude become the stepdaddy and Chelsea and the husband got kids? and she decided to give her a new dude. The side dude is her new dude. So now the husband's kids is around side dude. And side dude already been gassed up by this whole whorish bitch. And so now Chelsea turned the kid. Now this motherfucker got interactions and engaging with the husband's children. And because of this hoe, his ex-wife is now keeping another nigga around the kids. Who the dude already, the side dude despises the husband. Because usually when a woman leave, they gotta take a dump and make the husband or the ex-boyfriend look bad. And they gotta soil his name because she's betting against you. You know what I mean? If you the ex-dude, you the ex-husband, whatever, she not just gonna leave and, oh, it just didn't work out. Nah, man, she got a, what's that chick name? The chick that left her husband, celebrities and stuff. Corey something. She said he was a good husband, this and that, but she just was taking she graduated from marriage is what the bitch said. Tia Mari, that's a bitch name. So she didn't really destroy his, as I remember, she didn't really destroy his name so far as like saying he didn't do this and that. But I mean, you know, that's not normal. Maybe he was a regular square dude. Maybe he didn't have no other chick. That's on him. But usually a woman, if she losing respect for her husband, or her boyfriend, she got to destroy this dude, destroy his image. You understand me? But maybe Tia Moore is like, you know what, I might want to rubber band back to Corey. So, you know, I don't want to be all, you know, and plus, you know, celebrity. But in general, a woman, and that's how these dudes get in these battles and fighting over bitches. I seen one video with this, so that's simp, stepdaddy, simp. And so let's go to the stepdaddy example I'm about to give you. Let's see. Okay. You had, it's the same example, but in this case, it ended in this way, what I'm about to tell you. One dude got killed, but it was a white dude that got killed. Again, and it was another white dude. Let's see. It was a video I was watching. Ex-husband came over to get his kids or something. I guess he had a little argument with the white wife. Then, Simps, bro. Simps, bro. Simps. It's a simpish thing to be up here taking on another man's situation, man. And then the bad part, like I said, the woman be gassing the dude head up, man, to make. So what, you guys could have once been friends, or in one, you know, you could be friends, but because there's a bitch involved, now you're separated forever. Never could be brothers. Now you're enemies now through a bitch. Simping, bro. So these bitches are held up by these simps, bro. And in this example here, the father went over to the house to get the kids or whatever, and he started arguing with the chick or whatever. And I don't know who was recording this stuff, but anyways, I guess the argument got louder or whatever, and I don't remember what it was, but he was like, I guess the kids wasn't ready or something. He was like, why don't you have them ready, and blah, 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 blah. And so then he started jibber jabbering, and she got loud, and you know, the ex-husband was loud, and then here come the magical stupid simps. Y'all see what I'm saying about simps, bro? They hold these bitches up, bro. These people are dangerous, bro, because they stupid and they woman worshipers, bro. They will kill and be killed, give their lives as offerings for bitches, whores. See, real women like masculine men. Feminine women like masculine men, but masculine women despise masculine men. John the Baptist, a masculine man, put that bitch in check, and her simping cuckold side dude. He was masculine man John the Baptist. Check the bitch, check the simp. What happened? He got locked up. behind being a righteous, masculine dude. So Joseph, who rejected the advances of that whorish Egyptian bitch, what happened to him? Got locked up for doing right. So sometimes, man, you get caught up trying to do the right thing. Apostle Paul, what was one of the things he was preaching? About women being in a submissive place and obedience and all that stuff. Shut up and learn from your husband and don't be trying to teach men. What happened to him? Got stoned. You see what I mean? Like, so you're already outnumbered, bro. And that's what I look at when I look around in my environment. And I got to get back to the example. So, but in my environment, I'm looking, all right, this is one dude over here. It's the female ruling, no husband, but a bunch of sons and a bunch of, baby boy, mama's boy dudes. I can already kind of foresee, and most of these dudes I see is getting led by their women, bro. It's terrible. Like, usually, yesterday I seen a dude walking behind this bitch. Like, you can look at the physicals and it will tell you what their relationship is like. If she walking in front of her man, that mean, I seen that twice. That mean that she is in charge. Primarily, almost 100%. Look at the body language. So, a woman ain't supposed to be even walking in front. I did see that. It might be 3 times yesterday or the day before. It's the same thing. He's some goofball simp walking behind his female. But let a dog come up. We was all taking our walks. But let a dog come up. What do you think that bitch gonna do? Run behind the man. See, they want to be leaders and strong and independent, but when something come up, they put that pawn, like on the chessboard, they put that pawn simp out there to go ahead and take that L. It's time for you to sacrifice for your God, nigga. It's time for you to get that blood sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so get it going. Get on it. Show your dedication. Simps are waste of breath and life, bro. You can't be a man of Yah and be a simp, bro. Well, I put it like this. Because a simp is a worshiper of a female. You can't be a man of God and be a worshiper of a female. You should have no other guys before him. So a simp, now I ain't saying you can't have simped. I mean, most of us have simped. I've simped. Stupid. When I look back at myself when I was a younger cat, I'm like, dang, I was stupid. I was simping. But I didn't know no better. I was doing what I just knew, just like most of us. So again, when you're ignorant of something, you can't. But once you exposed to the truth of something, the red pill, so for example, now you held accountable for it. And so now, it's a battle to fight the simping instinct, which is a good thing. That you fighting is a good thing. But yeah, man, I'm not. That's why I'm not comfortable approaching bitches. So far as I'm a decent looking dude, I ain't like stellar or nothing. But it ain't because I'm not approaching women because of what do they say? You're intimidated by women. No, I know because. What good is it? She like you or she don't like you. If she like you, she gonna give you eye contact. She gonna be in your proximity. She gonna give you body language cues that she like you. Flirting, flipping her hair, all this stuff. There is no, or might even come and talk to you or send you a DM. Women like who they like. So it makes no sense because if I'm approaching her, I'm validating her. I'm saying you have value more than me. I'm approaching you. So it makes no sense. So it's not, I'm intimidated. No, that's just a ploy. See, once you understand these women, that's just a way for her to shame you, to get you to come to up to her to make her feel good so she can accept or reject you. Basically, it's so that she keep the power. Back to the example. 2 white dudes fighting over this bitch. What ended up happening is it was arguing. Then simp stepdaddy came out of the house. You don't have to be that loud. And so something happened, and then the stepdaddy, he said, look, man, I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you, blah, 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 blah. Then dude went back into the house and got the AR-15 or something. And then the husband, ex-husband was like, I don't care about no AR-15. He back and forth and back and forth. So now dude, stepdaddy shot ex-husband, killed him. Yes, I mean, I think I've seen it, but they just show you before and after now. But it's been a minute since I've seen that video. Just look that up. So now, and I think the stepdaddy beat the charges because he was protecting the woman. And then ex-husband was on their property, so it was like, it was self-defense. That's what it was. So it's like, but guess what? So now you got one dead dude. So you got one guy is dead over a woman. And the other stepdaddy has killed for a woman. It's bull. This is what happens, bro. And, you don't really hear about it in like the white community and all that, but it happens all the time in the black community. Niggas kill over bitches left and right. So, but yeah, look at, that's what I'm saying. Simps. Then you look at, Simps are the problem, bro. You look how these women be so bold out here, strong-willed, because they know that some dude or some simp and some system is going to be there for them, bro. What Isaiah 3 is talking about is your man going to die by the sword and your man going to die in the war. And women in America are so comfortable, bro. They ain't ever seen, like, you got bitches walking around here literally in what used to be considered panties, bro. I was talking to a couple old broads the other day and explaining them about simping and all that. These broads 60 plus. And they're like, trying to argue with me about simping and what's wrong with, nice being. What's wrong with that? I said, ain't nothing wrong with men being nice, but I ain't talking about men being nice. I'm talking about, what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the dude you don't like, but yeah, you still, maybe not you, but in general, women have a man that they don't really like, but they get stuff out of. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nice Guy. You got the dude over here that you actually like, and it's just how I'm telling y'all right now, that's how I'm talking to them. You got a dude over here, two black shit. I'm like, you should understand this by now. But then he's like, oh, shoot, he's woken up. Oh, shoot. Because, see, men that talk like us, what I'm saying here, that's going to wake up other men. And that's going to take away, and that's why I say, oh, red pill is dangerous. No, man, it's dangerous for you, for your hold on men and your queendom being built and staying established. Like, for example, red pill is dangerous. They say red pill is dangerous, and they say passport bros is dangerous and all that. These are dangerous to her queendom and her, her having her keeping a strong hold on men. They're dangerous because men gonna wake up and be tired of the okie doke. Be tired of you call a chick and she'll never pick up. Or she only call you when she needs something. Or she need to talk to you about her issues with the other dude that she actually having sex with. Or only when she want to get taken out somewhere. Or you to be her emotional tampon or come over and fix something in the house. Yes, I mean, to be in her presence. She might not even pay you, but you'll be over there just happy to be in her presence. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. So this red pill type of knowledge breaks the bondage. You know what I mean? The truth set men free from the bondage of being under these bitches, man, and the simping. Yeah, red pill is dangerous for her queendom. Yeah. Yeah, passport bros and getting out of this country and dealing with feminine women and actual social cultures where people actually talk to each other. Is dangerous for her because she want to keep you on the plantation. Yeah, a slave getting off the plantation telling other slaves, hey, man, 3 miles down the road, it's freedom 3 miles down the road. Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous for her establishment. Absolutely it's dangerous. The red pill is absolutely dangerous. Passport bros is absolutely dangerous for her establishment over her slaves. Microphone drop. The slave master ain't trying to lose nan slave. You talking about, you need them in cotton fields, you understand me? You need your slaves in a tobacco field, you understand me? What you mean? You talking about all that freedom stuff. Red pill equals freedom. Passport bros equals freedom. You talking about, nah. We gotta keep these slaves working on this plantation. Who gonna take her out and who gonna give her that attention? If dudes be like, stop simping, who gonna give her the attention? But for every one of us that wake up or whatever, she got dozens of simps. But she don't want to lose one. Because she might have a good one that do a whole lot of stuff for her. And she ain't got to do nothing. You got these simps out here paying hoes to take a dump on them. Paying hoes to fart in a jar and send that guy the fart. These niggas is trash, bro. Simps is trash, bro. And you got old bitches with simps. So they don't want to lose their simps, and so they find what I say is agitating. But some women gonna like me, feminine women like me, masculine women don't like me. Because, she's a masculine woman. She looking for simps. She want to be in the masculine position, and simps are your BDSM, type dudes who like getting dominated by bitches. And I'm not that kind of dude, so she could try to, open my mind and all that. My mind is open to the truth. And now the truth is the light that has shined on your bullshit. And now you can't convince me. Most of you bras have had men that you really don't like. You got a few of them niggas now that you don't even like. She gonna try to act brand new. Nigga, please. You don't like these dudes, but they good for this, that, whatever. You got to do who you actually like. But then you have some simps who gonna give you the attention, and you can call them to do this and that, but you don't really like them. And then she act brand new. Nigga, I know. Man, come on, bro. You old now, but come on, man. You a decent looking broad. And I said, all right, maybe you perfect and all that, but you know what I mean. Come on, man. You gotta be real. So just how I'm saying it here is how I told them, man. So it kind of bust a bubble. And these black chicks too, man. These are chicks that was like that movie Claudine, man, back in the 70s, 60s. They was on that type of thing, independent, strong, I don't need no man. That kind of ism. So that's what I was thinking. All the stuff, man, simps are the main battery that keeps this degenerate program going, man. And then these women produce simps. They produce these neutered men who are female worshipers. They produce female worshipers. What do they call them? Son husbands. I like this one video. I showed my son, one of my younger sons, the video. It was a young black dude was talking to his mother. I think the young brother had braids. I don't remember. But it was something about Valentine's Day, I believe. And the young brother, his mother tried to put him on the simping. Basically, I think it was Valentine's Day. But basically, she was saying that maybe it wasn't Valentine's Day, but she was saying you need to do this for your woman and do that for your woman and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, what's she going to be doing for me? The young dude said, he's probably, I don't know, 11, 12, 13. He was like, well, what's she going to be doing for me? And then the mother said, what you mean doing for you? What you mean doing for you? You the man. You got to help her out. You got to do this. And he was like, yeah, but she got to help me out too. Like, red pill getting to these young bloods, man. What was she going to be doing for me? His mom was stuttering. What you? She the female, okay? She the female. You gotta do the. He was like, yeah, but what she gotta help too, though, right? You know, well, what you mean? She was like, so I seen that example. She was trying to create a simp, man. And it seemed like the hold has been on that one young brother, man. I'm glad to see that, man. He asked some questions, man. Hey, man, these women create simps. So, and then them simps become mama's boy, and oh, he won't be with my mama. It's my mama. A lot of these dudes is gonna be the same. Well, they're my mama. They're gonna be the mama's boy going out there getting it because she done she ain't even see. A lot of these women, they want to keep a hold on their sons, but then they want to push away the father. You know what I mean? The husband or whatever. You know, if he was like more of a masculine dude or whatever. Or maybe he wasn't. He just was somebody that was riding her that week or that month. And she got tired of him, get another one. So, but then she still want male. See the thing about these women, they still want male attention. Like I said about this chick and her nephew and her brother, they still want males around because they can't survive without men. Even if, you know, it ain't sexual, it's just males to be around her. You know what I mean? And I mean, you know, that's good for her, but it ain't good for men to be around females like that. It's a balance to it. I understand, but females live and are safe because men are around them. And always have been that way, but see, women don't need a man nowadays because they got many men, many simps, many protectors. And so it's say here is that your man is going to die by the sword in the wars. So that's going to be a removal of their covering, a removal of their ease of life. And I just peeped that out, man. I'm like, yo, that's what make these bitches so proud. That's what I'm strong, independent. You ain't independent. You just got a bunch of suckers that will throw their lives away and kill for you. Yo, that's worship, bro. These dudes worship these hoes. And that's a lot of power to be having over somebody. That this sucker will throw his life away and throw it on the line for female validation, bro. And I do mean literally. Kill for female validation. To protect the honor of a dishonorable female. God help us, man. So that's what you're kind of dealing with, man. You got to understand that it's a war against the simps. And I understand how I think, and that's why I don't really be around a lot of people, man. I'm talking, this one thing, man, I've been through some stuff, man, in this last week, man. It's simping, man. I'm like, yo, bruh, these women is masculine as hell, bro. You gotta check these bitches. That's why I don't even be around people like that. And I was in like a social situation. I'm like, let me go in a social situation. And I don't be around people like that. But I'm like, now I'm like, all right, when I get around people, I gotta be more ready and, you know, quick, well, not quick, but ready to bring that fire. But I'd be like, you know what? If I'm in a social situation, it's probably going to be around some damn simps and Jezebels because that's the majority of women. Because rarely it ain't really that many feminine women. Like a woman that's raised by her father, she understands, go do this, go do that, you know, go cook, bring me something to drink, blah, blah, blah. She understands servitude. But these bitches ain't raised by their fathers. They raised by their masculine mothers. And they be the one telling the dudes what to do. And I'm not in that energy and that spirit, so it was another situation. I'm not in that, man. So it's like, I don't really fit being among these people. I mean, they'll say, yeah, I'm a decent looking dude, but when it comes to that masculinity factor, they're not trying to, once I start, you know, telling my essence, you know what I mean? You know, women like this, da-da-da. Because they used to just simps. And I was thinking about the whole culture is just a whole culture of simps, man. And you can't, it's not you ain't, it's like if you're a man of, trying to be a man of integrity, and dominate and be dominant with your female and all that. Majority of women is not with that in this culture because the culture has raised women to be masculine. You might find chicks that are into following instructions, and that's a cool thing. That's not the majority I see. So, anyways, man, just something I was thinking about, man. Simps. Simps, man. When the Most High start clipping these dudes out here, man, that's what's going. When they simps get sent out on missions and don't return home, when there's no food out here and the tariffs take a major effect and the shelves are empty, and these simps gonna get sent on food missions and niggas never come back. You understand me? And it's blood running in the streets. And then they cover these women's coverings and they helpers gonna be gone, bro. If they have a draft. I've been hearing, somebody asked me about a draft recently. And so I'm like, man, maybe they will do the draft. But if they have a draft, man, that's even more dudes. You know, I'm thinking about the local war here in America because of lack of food. But I forgot about the dang on possibility of a draft. Dude, that's just another... And men get pulled into the draft, bro. And say that America stupidly does a on-the-ground war with... on the ground war against Iran, bro. Oh, dude, you just gonna have a bunch of bro. I think the main war, but that's a possibility though. I don't think it's really likely, but we'll have to see. But I think the main war, based on the scripture, is gonna be in America, Civil War, when you have lack of food, bro. I think that's the main war that's gonna take place. War with Iran and all that. It might be a draft. But the main thing, if it get that hot and spicy, I would imagine, my imagination is that it'll be more of the Civil War, purge type stuff going on. That would be the main thing. I don't even think that people would even, they was talking about how a lot of Americans ain't even fit to go. I'm probably in better shape than a lot of these people that would be a draftable age, you know what I mean? A bunch of fat Americans with purple hair. Dude, you can't decide, you don't know what, pasty, chunky, these fat people, man. These people ain't ready for war, man. These pigs ready to be slaughtered, bro. Rainbow pigs, man. These people ain't healthy, bro. That's what they said, that Americans ain't healthy enough to get drafted, bro. But you take away that Big Mac, bro. You take away that Big Mac, man, they gonna be ready to fight. This is gonna be a war in that McDonald's, man. You take away that milkshake and that Big Mac, shit. These Americans ready that Popeye's chicken sandwich, nigga, they gonna ready to be killing up in this mug. And then all Shanquisha and her clan of simple niggas is gonna get clipped. And she gonna be out here without no helpers, no guidance. It's worked all this time because the system is still in place. And she's still just the dog barking in the background, like the Chihuahua barking in the background. And she got like 5 German Shepherds as her friend. And she commanding these German Shepherds. And she's a Chihuahua, and her German Shepherds represent her boyfriends and sons and simps going out to do her bidding. Well, a lot of them German Shepherds go get slayed, and it's going to be, well, she just a little Chihuahua left, you see what I mean? But she ain't never experienced that, so it's not really real. But we have to see what's popping, man. When I look at this, man, I can definitely see a war happening in America, and it's some interesting times, bro. We got to watch and just pay attention and see what happens. Because I definitely, sheesh, man, need some times, bro. When them shells get thin and Shanquisha belly start grumbling, these bitches be eating every 30 minutes. They do not like being uncomfortable. They do not like that, bro. They go send their stupid sons and they simps, their brothers, cousins, and uncles out there to go rob niggas and get what need to be got. Peace.